Hola. Welcome to episode 45 of Word to Your Mama. But this is Relatives 09. That is correct. Relatives 09. What is relatives, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Relatives is a podcast within a podcast. Relatives explores the story of how a first-generation Mexican girl, that's me, and a black girl, that's Nyysha, meet in South Bay, San Diego, and become relatives. We discuss black and brown unity, hip-hop, overcoming trauma, crazy type movie moments, navigating life, and so much more. Black and brown unity por vida. Today's episode is super special for a couple of reasons. Well, let's say 3 reasons. The first and foremost is it's the 1-year anniversary of Relatives, folks. That is correct. Episode 44, last week's episode, was the 1-year anniversary of Word to Your Mama in general, right? We made it a year, we're here, and now this one's a 1 anniversary of Relatives. We are here. The other 2 reasons why this episode is special is because we have 2 special guests. And I'm able to surprise Nyysha because she had no idea. I was able to get these 2 wonderful, amazing women on last minute, and it worked out. First one is Joie Healy. Second is Martha Lopez. These are 2 women that we talk about probably in almost every episode of The Relatives because they were a year ahead of us. We did airband with them, and we always talk about if it was just in our mind that we were cool and we were trendsetters and dressed, you know, a certain way before everyone else because we're dressing a little bit maybe more East Coast. And they confirm it, guys. They confirm it. You can listen for yourself in the episode. Also with the ladies, we talk about our airband experience, how they don't really remember Nyysha and I ever being apart, even though Nyysha went to their school for a whole year. And please remember, we went to performing arts high school. So when we're talking about how Martha didn't have P because she had dance class. Yeah, she had 2 hours of dance, kids, because she was kind of like majoring, if you will, in dance. Yeah, crazy stories. We talk about the menace to society situation, and I'm going to have links to these episodes that we talk about in this episode. So for sure, the Legend of Don Antonio, I guess, seems to be a hit because we talked about before the ladies come on and then after the ladies are on. I mean, during the ladies' time. And then also the When I Get Jumped, on my way to get tickets to Menace to Society. And we also talk about how we were going to Tijuana because I only lived 2 exits away the border. They lived a little bit further, but we were just traveling, going to the clubs at 14, 15 years old and those types of experience. So there's a lot of laughs, of course, and it's a very, very special episode. I'm just so happy and very thankful that Nyysha was able to get her internet together, and then that Joey and Martha were so awesome with their time and are able to join us on a Monday to make this super special episode happen. And as always, after our section, make sure to tune into the S&P corner because he's going to be talking about his thoughts on relatives. All right, let's get into it.
Yo, what's up? Yo, back in full effect. Rex in effect. But you sound clearer too.
Right? That's what I'm saying. You're on the right one. At least now we know. Now you know. Episode 45, 1-year anniversary of the Relatives. This is Relatives 09. It's been a year of these motherfuckers.
Yes.
How you feel, Relly?
I'm feeling good, feeling prosperous. I'm happy with my internet working now. Let me drink some water.
We had some internet difficulties, but it's cleared up. It has cleared up. It's a new day.
It's all about that 5G. Don't get that shit.
Don't get it. It doesn't work. It slows you down. She was glitching. She was unclear.
Yes, very unclear.
She was delayed.
Lagging. Oh, man. But yeah, that year went by real fast. That's insane. It's insane how time flies.
Yeah. It went by.
boom.
It went by like the episode before this one. It was the Supernatural Bear and I talking about the year, and I was saying it went by fast but slow. Like it seems like yesterday, but it seems a lifetime ago because of all the shit was happening in September of that time.
That's crazy. Yes.
Like it's crazy.
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you good.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I'm glad we're here though, you know. Moving on. We're gonna have some good, fun stories to tell, to talk about. I'm excited.
So, what are some of your favorite moments from the year doing this? Because you've never done, people that, if this is your first time listening to Relatives, this is my third podcast, right?
Yes.
But it's your first time being on, like that first episode was the first time you've ever on a podcast?
Yes, for sure. Yes. Like, who's doing this? My friends aren't doing this. I mean, we are, but you know. Yeah, they're doing other things. Like this is like leveled up type things, you know. I feel like the kids are doing this, even though I know our age, older people, like a lot of people are doing it. But when like it's one of your own friends and it's successful, yeah, it's good shit.
You're doing it too. I mean, we're doing it. You're part of this shit.
I know, right? And when I tell people, I'm like, yeah, I'm on a podcast. They're like, you have a podcast? I'm like, it's not my podcast, but yeah, it's cool. It's real cool. It's cool. But my favorite is just from the beginning to now. Mm-hmm. Like the beginning, I was all nervous and like, what? Like, I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's just really like, we're just talking. We're just having fun and we can see each other. Yeah. I've seen some people do podcasts and they don't even see each other. And I'm like,
I don't know how you do. I don't know how you do that. Like, I've always had to see each other somehow, some way. Because that way I could be like, I was telling this lady today, she's like, you do it on Zoom? And I was like, yeah. She's like, but you don't post it. I go, no, because it's edited differently than when we do the video part, right? Because we have the little promos and the Supernatural Bear section and stuff like that. But I was like, I need the visual because I could tell by your body language, your face, if this is an uncomfortable topic.
Or if I need to go.
Yeah, or like visually be like, cut that shit, or like, nah, be like, let's, you know, I could do that. And I can say like, if sometimes people, like you would be comfortable, like, nah, let's cut that shit out.
I'll totally say.
But someone else might not feel that comfortable, but I could be like, ooh, they're pausing. They're like not really willing. Their body language. You know what I'm saying?
Forehead squinched up.
You know what I'm saying? It's something I couldn't tell just audio, like on the phone or whatever. What's some surprising shit? Oh, you didn't even say your favorite shit. What's your favorite shit?
My favorite? Dang, so many. My favorite is, let's see. This is like the what's the question you were asked? The rapid fire question?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in the hot seat now. So, I feel like I don't have like one favorite. It's just like a compilation of it all and just discovering, like you filling in the blanks of a story that, you know, we both know. And I'm like, oh, that happened? I didn't know that happened to you, or you didn't know it happened to me. Yeah. So I can't really say I have like a favorite. I'm just like really loving it all. But my favorite is like the discovery of the stories.
Yeah.
They're like complete now.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because we were kicking it super hard. But we didn't talk. We were kids. We didn't talk about like, oh, this shit's going down in my house, or this shit did. Oh, this is where I am mentally, or you know, like. I'm
thinking of my favorite, like what should be my favorite, like our little dispute about how many times I've been spent the night at your house.
Yeah,
it's fun. Yeah, that's
still
hilarious. Yeah, it's still unsolved. Even though I'm right, it's still unsolved.
I don't think so. My favorite thing is that I get to see you on the reg, like visually get to see you on the reg.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then we get to tell all these stories and we laugh a lot and everything like that. And I remember the first time we did it, I think you mentioned like, oh, this is about to be hella therapeutic. And it's been hella therapeutic.
For sure.
Because we start from the beginning, when we met, how we met, where we're coming from, you know? And I think what's also, if you think about it, what's also kind of rad is that
yeah.
when we're in relatives mode, I do based on and we bring in the old school vernacular here.
Yes, for sure.
But what I think is really awesome and rad is if you think about it, how black and brown people are portrayed in the media, like in shows and stuff. I mean, it's changing a little bit now, but if someone saw our story, right, just like saw our little picture of me and you together, right, and without knowing our stories, just because of how society has brainwashed them, they would think that when we did that ACEs test, they would automatically think that we would be either tied or you have more aces than me.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
That you would come from that you would automatically come from an unstable background,
right,
and stuff like that. But I love that when we got to the meat of that in those episodes, that I was the fucked up one. I
love that I was the fucked up.
I was the fucked up one. I was the bad influence. You know what I mean?
Funny. Yeah, that's crazy that you're even saying that about just that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's my everyday. That's my everyday because, and I'm not going to say everyone, but a lot of
majority
non-black and brown people assume because they have been brainwashed.
Yeah.
And, with my job, I talk a lot to people about whatever. And, it's on some personal level sometimes, just like, letting them in a little bit, letting them know where you came from, whatever. And then they're like so shocked. Oh, okay. But I always make it a point to be like, oh yeah, I'm from California. Like, I don't be all like that, but like, I'm from California and, yeah. But like, I'm gonna let you know where I'm from and let you know what I'm about. But yeah, they're super shocked.
They assume. Yeah. So I think that's interesting too. And I never thought of it until we started doing this shit, right? I was like, yeah, Nyysha was like goody two shoes, hella quiet. And now I'm over here like ditching, smoking, like doing all kinds of shit. And
wearing a cheerleading skirt that's too short. She was a hoe. A young hoe, a thoughty. As the kids say, you was a thought.
But out of like, I love all the episodes, but I think the couple that I think we laugh at every episode, but I think the two that I think we laughed the most is the second one we did. It was episode 8, Relatives 02. And it's called Getting Jumped on Our Way to Get Tickets for Menace to Society. I think we laughed the most. Like we had so much fun. And then the other one was The Legend of Don Antonio.
That one was funny, yes.
Because it was like, that's episode 24, Relatives 05. And in the show notes, we'll have a link. I have a link where it's just, you click it and it'll be all the Relatives episode on one page. Oh, okay. So you can go in order or you can go to these specific ones. But I think The Legend of Don Antonio was so hilarious.
So funny.
Because the gist of it is that we weren't sure if he was a ghost or he was real.
A ghost, a dream, or real.
Or a molester, that I was hanging out with an old Mexican man in Mexico that lives under the house. And then it turned out to be true.
Damn. Under the house. Like, I always try to visualize under the house. But so the house was on, like, sticks?
You know how, like,
beach
here they have when you have to do the pipes or something, you go under that little thing on the side of the house, and then so the house is on a foundation, but under the foundation it's wood stuff, and that's where you can go to get the pipes. But in Tijuana you could do whatever. I found out recently talking to my tia, I was like, how did you guys own this land with all these apartments? Like, because there were shacks, and she was like, back in the days, mija, she was like, my parents, they walked from Guanajuato, and she's like, you just claim your land. She's like, they actually claimed like 2 blocks worth of land.
Just said, that's mine.
Yeah, you put a fence and you build. That's why it's like
What?
crazy. There's no, now they're tearing stuff down, and I haven't been to Tijuana in a long time. But if you do an aerial shot of like at the border, San Diego side, it's all mapped out with the grid, and you can tell it's all even and stuff. And then you go to Tijuana side, it's all bam, 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 bam. Like it's all crazy.
I never knew that. That's insane.
And so. And then now I know why. My Thea's like, she's not like that anymore, mija. She's like, but back then we just claimed land. Like, boom, this is ours. She's like, we used to have more, but then we gave it to friends, family.
Yeah.
like here, get yourself a little.
You coming through? Okay, that's yours.
Oh, word, you're coming? Okay. Da-da-da-da. And I was like, that's fascinating. So it was like dirt. There were literally shacks. And so I remember it was an incline, and it always smelled damp dirt.
Like mildewy?
Like, no, not mildewy, because I'd be sneezing because I'm allergic.
Yes.
But it was like just damp earth. Like it
rained, but it's still wet.
But it just stays damp because it's under the house. And I remember it was like on an incline. So he like kind of slept on the incline. And also, we don't know why there's just fucking marbles for days on the ground. Like, what? Like, why?
Did he have a bed under there, or just like?
I don't even remember if he had a mattress or anything. He loved it. When they told him he could go back home and get back with his wife, he's like, nah.
What's that bitch?
he's like, I love this, and he was an alcoholic and stuff too. And
he wanted his space.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a funny episode.
Yeah. What else? Anything else?
Oh man, not that I can think of off the top of my dome. I felt like I was rapping. Can't rap, can't sing, can't dance. But no, I mean, I've just been loving it all. It's just been all so cool just to reminisce and get back to our childhood. Fun times. I'm definitely ready to move on to the funner times when we thought we was grown. Doing crazy shit. Crazy shit.
And we talked about how we split up, and I went to Southwest, and I just want to give a shout out to Dennis Fernandez. I was like asking him because he went to that high school, and I was like, do we have lockers? And he was like, we had lockers, mija. I was like, I don't remember. Like, it's such a blur. I do.
Probably that year for you, or the rest is a blur, or just that year is a blur.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I was like, oh, we did have lockers.
Maybe you didn't have one.
No, I had to have one.
Because remember they used to do certain things like, oh, only 10th, 11th, and 12th can have a locker, or something like that. Or this hallway is only 12th graders' lockers. These hallways is like, And maybe you were like, fuck it, I don't want a locker. It could have been like that too.
Maybe. Could have been. But I don't know if I think I might have mentioned this, but I don't know if that 10th grade year, everything's a blur, but I do remember that I wore shorts all the time.
Oh, you wore shorts every single day. I was just telling someone about that. I'm like, it didn't matter. It rained, shorts.
Shorts, right? I was just telling the supernatural bear and his papa bear because my tia lived in this place in Chula Vista, and her neighbors had these dogs, and the fleas would just jump on. Like I would walk in the house, and you'd literally see the fleas, hundreds of fleas, jump on my legs and attack me. So I'd have bites from my knees down, as high as they could jump. They would like attack my legs, so I'd be itching all the time, and I'd scratch them to the point where they had to put me on medication. Like,
oh my gosh!
Like I remember it was like this weird. It looked like apple juice, but it didn't taste like apple juice, and it was for me to stop itching.
Ew.
Like it was that bad, and I had scars all on mostly my ankles a little bit, because I'd scratch them, and that's how much I had. It looked like I had chickenpox, but it was just flea bites.
Yuck! What the hell?
So I don't know what happened, just naturally, maybe my hormones or something, because I got them when I was a little kid. So I would never wear shorts. And then when I got to 10th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, my legs just cleared up. And I was like, I'm wearing motherfucking shorts every fucking day.
But you wore shorts every day in 9th grade too.
Yeah, I think that's when it finally cleared up.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it's on and popping, rain, sleet, snow,
it don't
shine.
matter, cold. And it would be cold in the morning too. Super cold.
Super cold. I mean, for Cali or for San Diego.
For sure.
But when it was raining, I had like the sweatshirt on top. It's just
With
like
shorts.
shorts.
Oh my gosh.
So relative. You know, it's the 1 year anniversary. I wanted to do something special.
Okay. Oh, no.
So let's see what kind of special we're talking about here.
Is that a doorbell? Martha! What's happening? She's so funny. She's like, what the hell? What a good surprise. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited right now.
She got nervous. She heard the doorbell. She goes, "Is that a doorbell?"
I was like,
I'm all like this, trying to fix myself up. What's up,
you look
Nyysha?
so cute.
Look at Joie.
Why can't I see all of you guys?
It's on the side.
Wait.
What's
Okay,
happening?
please
Hi,
hold.
Joey. Oh my gosh.
Hi. Look at Joey.
Oh, you guys look so pretty.
There we go.
It was
hi.
a
Just
setup.
did a workout.
Oh, shoot, my mic. This was
Damn,
a
you guys are all professional.
Not me, really.
I know. Look at
Mics,
you,
like legit
podcasters.
mics.
I'm in the closet, so when I really
I'm in the closet too. Don't
Not in
let
real
this
life.
fool you. There's dresses behind me. There's dresses over here. Look at this, Joey and Martha.
dark?
I've seen them many times. Surprise.
And she surprised me. She tricked me, y'all. What the hell?
Stop messing with your mic.
Yeah,
You
she
hear
did.
that shit, Nye?
It's falling. Sorry. Look, it's falling.
She's all, it's falling.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna hold it.
I'm usually like prepared with notes, or I know what the content is going to be. Like
Nah,
No.
this is free
I'm just
freestyle.
freestyling.
We're gonna
Okay.
This is the 1 year anniversary, and before you guys came on, I was like, and you know, Nye, it's the 1 year anniversary, and to make it special, and then I put you guys in. She was like,
I was
"That
like, what's going
doorbell?"
on?
She was nervous. She was nervous.
She had a doorbell. What the hell? Sound effects and all. Look at Joey. You look so pretty, girl.
Oh my God. I'm like, it's so hot up here right now. And I'm upstairs and it's like, I'm dying.
Heat rising. Oh, we might lose it. We might lose her. Let's talk to her and get her in because we might lose her.
Them flashes, girl. Them flashes.
Are you guys having cocktails?
No.
I got water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
I usually.
I'm like, what? Do I need to go get a drink?
If you need to.
I got water.
No,
water.
water's
I have
fine.
water too.
Water's fine.
Let's see then, Martha. I have water too.
You have a cocktail.
Okay.
Okay.
Vodka.
Bueno, pues.
She's all vodka.
Vodka, no ice.
Thank you guys so much for doing this. We've been wanting you guys come on. So I've been doing this. That's why I changed the time, Nye.
Oh, I
So
was
they could do it.
wondering.
Yes.
Not too much, but I just was like, okay, it works out. But I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a whole setup because me and Martha are like, 10 a.m. on Monday, we're working.
She's like,
Right.
"Oh, what are you guys
Do
doing?" She's
that.
like, "Working." I was like, "Oh."
A meeting.
Are you guys still
Yeah.
working at home from home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And Martha, where are you at?
Yeah.
LA?
I am in LA. Yeah. I'm still in LA.
And Joey?
Yep. And Joey moved up to the
You're in the Bay?
Yay area.
Oh, for real?
You've been there for a long time, no?
No, she was.
Yeah, like 15 years.
I thought you were in.
15 years already, Joey?
Yes.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
I didn't know that's where you were. I still thought you lived when I went to your house. Whoa,
I remember
LA.
when you went over there
that was
in
LA.
Burbank.
Oh my
Burbank.
gosh.
Yes. That's
Mhm.
15 years.
It was like during a pride parade, right? Like right after a pride parade.
I think so.
Yep.
And I slid.
Oh, when you
through.
came to Burbank?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a
Wow.
long
She
time
brought
ago.
the party. She brought the party over. I do
Per
remember that.
usual.
She
Still
brought like
bringing-
a whole squad. to Joey's
Totally
place.
did.
I don't even remember that. I thought I came by myself.
No, you did. She did have somebody who was with her.
I think she had like 4 people with her.
Oh.
Who's to say?
Wait,
For
hold on.
some reason, when I think of
Her
Martha,
entourage.
I think of the time you had a party at your parents' house.
I
Was it a
always have
baby
parties
shower?
at my
It might have
parents'
been a
house.
baby shower. But
Probably.
and I came over, and yeah, we're all sitting on the outside. Yeah,
Nyysha, you used to spend the night at my place.
I know, that's insane. Oh, 'cause
When
my mic
was that?
doesn't even
When
know.
we were,
I have no idea.
I remember listening to your guys' AirPod where Nyysha was saying that she used to spend the night at Ritzy's house. She was saying you did
We're
it.
just
I
talking
said
about
twice.
that.
Only twice.
Girl,
cracks me up.
definitely more than twice, but whatever. How I'm your best friend and I only spent the night twice.
Because nobody could, dude. We went over this. Nobody could. Okay, so before Joey's not there right now, but before she passes out in the attic,
I'm just putting my hair up in a ponytail.
Flowers in the attic.
In the attic.
In the attic.
Let's talk
No,
about.
I just did a workout and then I took a shower, so I'm all hot.
You're extra hot because of that.
Sweating.
So let's talk about your first impressions when this little black girl went to Chula Vista solo when she was there. Sans me. How did that happen? How did you guys meet each other?
I don't even remember you two being apart.
Apart from each other.
Because
it was never like just Nyysha. It was like
together.
I'll agree on that. Because like if she was absent, where's Marissa? I'm like, I don't know, that type of deal.
But that first year you were there by yourself. She was there a whole year without me.
Mm-hmm.
She was extra quiet because I don't remember her by herself.
I was quiet all the whole time, I think, in high school. I'm nothing like that now, But
I think you hung out with a different group too.
Do you remember Channis?
Yeah, Channis Nixon.
Yeah. I was telling Marissa about that.
His aunt is Debbie Allen. Did you all know that?
Did I know that?
He is Debbie Allen's nephew.
Well, I'm gonna hit her up. I'm gonna hit her up on Instagram. I'm gonna DM her to see where he is.
She emailed me.
Debbie Allen?
Yeah, on accident.
On accident?
On accident?
Yeah. I was accidentally, I don't know why, I still don't know to this day why, like maybe a couple of months ago, on an email chain for Grey's Anatomy. If I watched Grey's Anatomy, I would have been spoiled with what I saw in this email. And I was like, oh, why is Debbie Allen? Because I didn't know that she was a part of it. I know she was a producer and stuff on Grey's Anatomy. And I was like,
oh, that's
I told
crazy.
my friends, I was like, I just got an email from Debbie Allen and a group of people. And I saw stuff from the art department of the visuals that I shouldn't know for a future episode.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I just was like, emailed
crazy.
the main person. I was like, I think this was sent to me by mistake. And he's like, oh, sorry. And I was
That's
like,
nice of you.
I was like, how does this even happen? But Debbie Allen, I was like, oh, shit, Debbie Allen. So if you need her email,
right.
I got it.
I'm going to hit her up. But yeah,
let's find Channis.
I knew Channis because I went to, you might have heard this in the podcast, I went to summer school. So coming from...
Oh, before.
Yeah, and he was just like a pain in the ass. You know how he is. Well, how he was. So
I don't remember him. I have to see a picture.
Yes,
he could dress.
Yes, he could dress so good. Remember I was telling you he looked good in sweats. Like he'll put sweats. He'll be like, oh, this is my bummy day. Really? And he had all the sneakers. Yeah, he could dress so good.
But I think it was because of his build too. He was like tall and thin. And, like he just
drinks well.
His braces.
Yeah,
I remember braces.
I gotta look him up. Are you guys friends with him on Facebook or something? Does he have Instagram?
It doesn't exist. I don't know where he is.
Because I wonder if he still dresses well, right?
I'm sure. You don't lose it,
Hopefully. Sometimes things happen. Who's to say? So you guys don't remember us being apart. So what was your first impression?
Nope.
Like we don't know how we all met. I thought I met you guys through Nyysha.
Probably. You know what I'm saying? Probably. But I don't know. I can't pinpoint it.
I don't know. I just literally just remember you guys always together and then us doing airband. It was like
no in between.
Yeah. I remember
no in between.
You two, for some reason, and maybe because I have a picture of you two and I should find it and send it to you guys.
Yes, please.
400 building, hallway, acting goofy, acting silly.
Same
clothes. Same clothes, same style.
We never planned it.
Always.
It was never planned.
Didn't you put that on the Instagram? Like it was like a picture of you two, or where did I see that?
Maybe.
We're like, we're doing something like that.
Oh, I have that photo with the striped shirt.
Yeah, we're just
we're all in it.
And the green shoes.
Yeah.
Who had the green shoes?
Both of us.
Yeah, both the special.
Because I know I had those green suede shoes too.
Oh, green suede.
Green suede.
Yeah. I think it was Marissa.
Probably Marissa.
Maybe.
She really liked green.
Yeah, it's my color.
I'm just so excited y'all here.
Just finding out that my I can't find makeup and clothes that fit well because of my green undertones.
Oh my God.
So okay. So we met. You don't remember how. We just know that we were always together. And then, boom, airbed. So I was telling people on the podcast, you probably heard, I was like, she can't dance for shit.
Look at her. Look at her.
Fuck, y'all put me on the box score. I'm mad at that.
So we had to audition. Because if you don't know, Martha, dancer extraordinaire, choreographer for days.
Totally.
All
And
that.
who started
Totally
the airbag?
different
Like,
career
whose
now, but
idea was it?
anyway.
Yours, Martha?
What do you mean started?
Like, let's do this. And because we had
The
audition.
group, like who said, let's
Yeah.
do this?
So I had to retain my legacy of winning airbag. I had done Janet Jackson the prior year.
Mhm.
And so I wanted to do it again. But Janet Jackson didn't have new material. So we settled on In Vogue. And that's how that came to be.
Do you want to support original content that supports diverse voices? Why not support Word to Your Mama? You're listening to it right now. Become a patron. Head over to patreon.com/WTYM. There are 4 patron levels to choose from, including Good Looking Out, I'm Down, Hell Yeah, and Please Believe It. Benefits include patron shoutouts, exclusive patron-only content, and so much more. Head on over to patreon.com/WTYM to take your support to the next level. Gracias.
True.
So it was
Who
her,
was in Janet
mastermind.
Jackson?
And then we had to audition.
Right.
And you,
Because there were
Nyysha,
4 singers
to audition?
instead of just like,
yep,
yeah.
we had
I don't
audition.
remember that.
And that's why you and Mindy were the boxes in the back.
Audition.
Because you had a lip sync.
Yeah, because you had to lip sync and dance more than, you know,
Yeah, like lip sync and dance at the same time.
Yeah, I do not remember the audition. That's hilarious. No wonder.
Because
My ass.
it was Martha, Joie, me, and Marissa Lopez.
Oh, yeah.
Mario Lopez's
Yes.
sister. 2
Yeah.
S's. Let's make that distinction. 2 S's. I got the 1. She has the 2.
Hilarious.
And I did the rap part. So embarrassing. If there's ever a video.
Oh, yeah.
What song did we do? What was the song that we did?
It was a medley.
It was a medley.
So
Oh, it was a
our friends did that
medley.
whole.
Was
What were
it a
their
remix?
names? Those-
Yeah, it was a little medley remix. It started off
Who
with
did the remix?
I don't remember who.
The Filipino
Those guys
crew?
who-
Somebody Filipino.
Yes, the Filipino crew.
Oh, James in there?
Yes.
Also was an air band. It was
Yes,
like
it was
Kevin,
James and them.
Jason
James a punk.
Josephat, right? He's a punk. Why is he a punk?
He's a
Who's a punk?
Don't listen to her. The highlight.
James too, right? Was it
Yeah.
James something?
James
Isaac.
Isaac. Remember, he was
James
my boyfriend, remember?
Isaac.
And
So-
they did the
I
whole.
do remember
Oh,
that.
he
that's
was-
right.
They did
That's why he was a
Troop.
punk.
Didn't they do Troop?
No, they did.
Yes,
Well,
they
yeah,
did
'cause
Troop.
They did the whole lean thing.
They said, that's my
Yeah.
attitude. And that's my attitude.
That's hilarious.
So they did the medley for us, and then and so then we had In Vogue. Why were there so many of us though? We had like backup dancers.
Yeah, it was not because
Yeah,
It didn't have a
because
part.
we didn't want to
Mindy,
leave them out.
You didn't want to cut us because we was friends.
Was there
It had,
someone
like,
else
one
on the
part, and
box?
it was like,
I
And that
feel
was
like
it.
there
Wasn't there 3?
was Kathy Perez in Airband with us?
I
No,
don't think so.
I feel there were 3 people,
Right,
3 boxes.
Yeah, that's what I feel too. And then we had the chiffon little see-through blouse, and we made it
That's
to.
right.
Made to
I-
SeaWorld.
My
Delmar.
husband thinks it's the wackest thing ever, and clowns
To
me.
do
Yeah, and clowns me all the
it
time.
was so fun.
All the time. I go,
Yes.
it was sponsored by Pepsi, dude. I go, it was all the rage.
Yes. I always tell people my high school experience is like similar to like what you see on TV. I don't know about you guys, if you guys felt that. Like some people when I hear about their high school, I'm
Oh,
like,
because it was
like we had
performing arts and all
yeah,
that.
and like on
Right.
Fridays we have what is it? Little cheer thing. And we always
Like pep
had
rallies
something
like
and
a
something?
pep rally?
yeah,
Assemblies.
pep rallies. Like
Pep rally.
Like it was
we
a
always
typical
had
high
stuff.
school
It was
experience.
fun.
yeah.
High school was fun. It was
Yeah.
definitely fun.
It was fun for me too. Yeah, like I hear some people.
It wasn't depressing or anything. Like now, kids nowadays, like I feel like there's so much depression, or maybe they're more vocal about it.
I think that's what that is. They're more vocal.
Yeah.
About
well, plus social media, everybody gets put on blast. Like, can you imagine social media when we were in high school?
Can you imagine?
Forget about it.
What would you have regretted putting on social media?
I don't need people to know what we did in high school.
Right. Like looking back, what would you have posted back then that you would have regretted?
Dude, just so much stupid shit. There was one time that I was, this was like college times though, but I was messing with someone at the Mayan in the stands.
The Mayan.
And my ass was out. And we're making out, and this girl behind me was like, "Excuse me, your ass is out." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." And I was like, that could have been a social media moment forever on the internet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo ass.
You know? Like stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
We probably could have said some racist shit.
But the other thing is we went to TJ all the time.
All the time.
Dude. At 15.
We'll be like
Friday, Saturday.
Where were we going? Where'd you guys go?
The house.
I was at Mr. Crown's.
The house.
Crowns.
I went to house once.
Didn't it get burnt down?
Yeah.
What about Crowns? Wasn't it Crowns?
Something? Yep, Mr. Crown.
What about the cave? Something about a cave.
We went to the time when we got in that fight and we got smoked out. That was excess.
Oh, I was gonna say excess. That was right
by that border,
right?
Yes, that is
Tequila Sunrise, but that was whack. But that was only because when I was 15, I couldn't get into all of them, so I just go where I could get in.
There was a cave. You guys don't remember the one? It looked like a cave when you went inside. No. Look it up.
I don't think that was a club night.
Yes.
She said look it up.
I think someone lured you into
It looked like a cave inside too. It was crazy. But what I would have been embarrassed, the story was, I can't remember the girl's name. They lived in close to Ivy. Where's that? What school is that?
Imperial Beach.
Mar Vista?
Not Mar Vista.
Montgomery.
They lived near Montgomery. I believe they were Filipino and white.
In Pacifica, where all the names were Filipino, Mabuhay.
Yo, they had a party. I was fucked up, throwing up. The brother, I remember after this, the sister was older. She was like, I think your guys' age. But the brother was younger. Like, he saved my life at the party.
I think we're the same age, Nyysha.
1 year. I'm saying, like, she was your class. We're 1 year after you guys.
Okay, yeah, we're 1 year.
But I wish I would remember her name. But yeah, that would have been
Sadie?
All over. No.
So what about you guys? What would you regret?
I had one of those where I was super drunk at a party.
Yeah.
Hooked up with somebody random, like in the hallway of the party. I'm like, so stupid. And then I don't even know who drove home or how I got home, but I think I threw up. It's just like dumb stuff.
Yes.
Like, why? Yeah. Like, and it's so weird because like I don't remember like a ton of stuff from high school, but it's like those things that like I'll never forget that because I felt like so stupid afterwards.
Yeah.
Or like air band was like a highlight. Like I love that. You know what I mean? But there's so many people, in sports. Like we made it to CIF. There's like one play in softball that I'll never forget. Like stupid stuff. But like I feel like Martha remembers everying and everybody. Like, she'll tell me like, this person. I'm all, who is that?
We don't need to remember them.
And I'm all on Facebook. I'm like, I still don't know who that is.
I don't know how I don't know how I retain so much information. Like, don't ask me what I did yesterday.
Right.
But
20-something years ago.
Outfits. Yeah. Sometimes names I don't remember, but outfits and people and situations. Yeah, definitely. I had a lot of fun times with Mindy.
I remember a little bit of our routine.
You do?
Oh, Martha remembers the whole thing.
I just remember the end. Like, I think that Marissa had to do something like this. Like, she had to strike a pose. Like, we all had to strike some sort of pose.
I think so, yeah.
I remember that.
Well, we were in airband twice because it was...
Once with them and then once...
The boys.
Yeah, the boys. Yeah.
Did you do that, Joie? You didn't do it with the boys, did you?
I was just with...
No, they had graduated.
Time.
They left.
Who was in Janet Jackson with you, Martha?
It was Kathy Perez, Martha, Tilia.
Tilia passed away.
Tilia.
Did she?
Yes. She passed away.
I knew her since like second grade. Sweetest girl. Tilia.
Oh, that's so sad.
And Mindy.
What's up with Mindy? Do you guys talk to her still?
She's around, right? She's in Dago?
Yeah. I just saw her. No, she's in Virginia. She's in North Carolina. I just saw her. We had a 30-year high school reunion.
Where's the pictures?
And so, last month
but
or
you
2
guys
months
are
ago.
the same age, you and Joey.
Yeah.
Same grade or whatever.
Same class. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
I literally have not gone since the 10-year. I'm all, I'm not going.
Like, I'm
sorry.
cool.
I didn't go to none.
I didn't go to none either. I also got invited to Southwest. I was like, I'm cool.
You don't even know nobody there.
Yeah. It's fun to see people. It is.
I like to do that too. I fell asleep on the 10-year one. I was going to go. And we had been at the beach all day. And then it was about like 6 o'clock. I'm like, I'm going to take a nap. Oh, yeah. I woke up at 2 a.m. Yeah, I was pissed. I was so pissed.
Nap.
So, yeah, I haven't seen anybody. I just see people through social media now. A few people here and there.
Yeah.
Care about.
I don't want to see. Right.
And did Martha and Joey, did you guys live within the area for Chula Vista? I don't remember, because I don't remember.
I didn't.
And you went specifically for sports,
I did not.
Joey?
So I was supposed to go to Morse High School.
What?
Wow.
I feel like I've been at Joey's house.
That was in because I lived in Paradise Hills.
Paradise Hills, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but then, so didn't want to go to Morse. And then my aunt lived near Chula Vista, so I used her address. And then literally my senior year, I finally got caught. And I don't even know how. I think like I might have written my address down or something. And they were like, they forgave it. They were like, okay, well, you're a senior, like whatever.
Oh, shit. You got
wow, close.
Yeah.
That's crazy. My first year at Chula, I didn't live, well, no, the whole time I didn't live near. I used my brother's address, who lived kind of across the street down a little bit. And that was 10th grade. Then 11th, I don't know what I did, but 12th grade, I lived way in Southeast San Diego.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, 11th grade I did, I think. Or did I move my senior year?
Maybe at the end of 11th grade?
I don't freaking know. Yeah.
I remember going to all of your houses. I remember going to your house, Nyysha. You were living with your mom.
You didn't go to Marissa's, though. No one went there.
I did.
Nobody went there, girl. They weren't allowed.
I went to your house.
What, were you in the backyard? The porch?
No, I was.
Don't let her in.
I was inside.
You gotta use the bathroom.
Your mom. She was in the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
People went. Marissa's just blocking that shit out.
No, I swear. Not that many.
Yeah,
you didn't spend the night, Martha. You didn't spend the night, though, Martha.
I did not spend the night. I went
to Martha's house.
Yeah, you went to Martha's?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Her sister was always so mean to me.
Why?
So freaking mean. She was
My sister's
so mean.
Is she still mean?
And she thought she was hilarious. And I was like, now you're just mean. You're not funny anymore. It's not funny.
She had names for everyone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What was Joey's name?
I can't remember. It was something super. I don't remember, but it was something so. Or she'd be like, oh, Joey's here. Like, just like,
oh my
Joey's
goodness.
here. Oh. Like,
how funny you remember that.
I used to always eat when I went to Martha's. She used to always have good food. Good food. But Martha likes to eat too, and I like to eat. But then she tried to bring out some mole. I was like, ew, I don't like this. That's like the only thing.
She called it dirt, Joey.
It tastes like
she called it dirt. My mom served her mole and she called it dirt.
Joey has covered her mouth.
Okay. I don't like mole either.
I don't like mole either.
But I would not say that to a Mexican lady.
Yeah. That's
no,
blasphemous.
It's like sweet and good.
Mole is delicious.
Dirt.
Yeah, I don't like mole either.
See?
It's sweet. I don't like the sweet.
Yeah, it's not the right combo that I'm looking for as you know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to know my Mexican friends don't like mole. Yay.
I'm glad that you don't like it either, Joey, because I feel like I was the only Mexican that didn't like mole.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I get that a lot too.
We're sisters and mole haters.
For sure.
So we went to Airband to the finals. We didn't make it.
We did, right?
Yeah, we went to SeaWorld.
We didn't place at all.
We did.
No, we went to SeaWorld.
It was SeaWorld for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was SeaWorld.
Oh, and we didn't make it to Del Mar.
No, SeaWorld was
something like
Del Mar.
similar to Del Mar. Yeah.
Pepsi.
I went to Del Mar with Janet
I've been lying all the time then. I'm like, we made it to Del Mar Fairgrounds.
We was there.
We came in fourth place. I think I even said that before.
We didn't place though, right? Did we?
I don't think we.
I thought we placed at SeaWorld.
Like fourth, like we didn't do anything.
Maybe we did.
Maybe
but
we
nothing
did.
Like first or second. But
there's no video. No one has video.
It was always the Sound of Music that got first place.
Stupid shit.
Always
Brady Bunch.
And Grease.
Brady Bunch. Yeah.
Sound of Music.
I do remember.
Oh, maybe it was the Del Mar High School people that won. Maybe that's where I got Del Mar from.
Most likely.
It was always the white rich motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It totally was.
Right? But I remember one year, maybe it was before I went to Chola, because I remember it was at Southwest, and they had for our Sweetwater district at Southwest, and I forgot what school they were from, but they came out with like, Pendletons, hoodies. They look hella gangster, and they started playing Colors, the beginning of Colors.
Oh, Colors.
Colors,
yes.
right? And I was like, oh my God, this is dope. What is this? And then they changed into Officer Krumke from West Side Story.
West Side Story.
And it was amazing. Had acrobatics and like, it was dope.
Oh, wow.
I was like, that's like, start off like that. Like, I don't know how far they made it, but I was like, that shit should win. Like that type of shit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Not just Sound of Music, Grease all the fucking time,
Shit.
And Vogue should have won.
Exist?
I don't, probably not. I have not heard anything about Airband.
I was looking online to see maybe YouTubes from back then. I couldn't find anything.
Oh God. Oh, thank
Imagine.
God.
Also,
thank God. That would I would have regretted if I had social media back in the day.
Why?
We did good.
I would have loved to have seen that. We did good.
We were good.
We were good.
And then remember, it's at SeaWorld, so it's a big ass stage. And then we're also on the big jumbotrons on the side. Remember?
Yes.
It was
like
professional.
Competition.
It was professional, kids.
I feel like someone has a recording.
Yeah, someone has.
Mindy has a recording.
If anybody has a recording that is listening right now, the 1991 Airband.
Don't post it. Send us copies.
Just send it.
Yeah.
Don't post.
Somebody has it. Somebody out there has it.
That would be amazing. Can you imagine? I would be hot and red watching it.
Sweating.
My first concert was Janet Jackson. My brother took me to go see Janet Jackson, right? Yeah. And we had nosebleed seats, and her boyfriend, who was actually not her boyfriend, her manager, who was actually her husband, was walking around, and I went up to him, right? Like I was all standing out. And they would reserve the front row for the biggest fans. So they wouldn't sell those tickets. Mm-hmm. And they'd go around and whoever approached him, whatever. So I approached him for like his autograph, and he came back and gave me a front row seat just by myself. My brother had to sit, where he bought a ticket.
Could have been a molester.
Throughout the who's the molester?
He could have been like, we just did shit back in the day. Like, come on, little girl, come to the front row.
Come to the front.
Yeah.
Take me to the back of the building.
Yeah.
True.
So front row, watching Janet Jackson, I danced the entire thing. Imitated every single move, every move. And every single
miss you much.
And she had cameras everywhere, right? Well, I just saw a trailer of a documentary that they did on her that's coming out in January on AE.
Yes.
Yeah. And they have all kinds of old clips. God forbid, I hope.
Crossing fingers.
Yes. I hope you're
crossing fingers big time.
You're so going to be in it.
That would be funny.
We're putting it out there.
That would be funny.
I'm going to pause.
That's my girl. That's going to be so cool. I hope so. I hope you win.
That'd be amazing. Martha, you still dancing? Going to classes?
No, I wish. Do you remember we took a class at the Edge? You remember that?
I remember you guys did that.
And then Tony Basil was there with us.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's so dope.
Yeah. That was the second time I've seen her in a dance class. And I saw her in a dance class when I was in high school.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind.
Hey, Mickey.
That singer?
Oh, okay.
But she's also a dancer, choreographer. And so she's still is she still alive? I know she always goes to dance classes.
Yeah. That was fun. But no, I'm not dancing anymore. I do work out, but like regular,
Because this dance class, remember that dance class? We were like, this is hard as fuck. Like, this is fast as fuck.
Yep.
For us, it was like 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. Now it's like, boom, boom,
I wouldn't have been. I'd have been walking in and walking out.
Yeah. I was proud of myself that I got the dance for Airband. I was like, okay.
You did good. And my ass can't keep a beat.
Now it's like,
what?
Kids, like, with all this TikTok stuff, like Soledad will see something and like 5 seconds later, she's like, oh, it's like this, like that. And I'm like, what?
Super cute.
Yeah.
How old is she now?
So
How old
weird.
is your daughter now?
She's like, what, 13?
13.
Oh, she's 13.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
She's so cute.
Yeah, Jalen's 22.
Insane. Insane. Looking just like you.
I know.
And
is Jalen? I saw him on LinkedIn. He befriended me on LinkedIn or connected with me on LinkedIn.
How cute.
Right.
So now he's in the professional world. Wow.
No, he's actually a senior at UNR.
Nice.
But he's probably trying to, like, clean up his LinkedIn or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he's getting started
now.
Yeah, get it together, kid, because you're not coming home.
Who you telling? Oh, stay where you are.
He said when he started there, I'm coming home, right? And I was like, that is not the plan.
Once you're out, you're out.
That's not in the stars.
I had one come back.
Yeah.
It's all good,
She's about to leave again.
Your daughter or your son?
My daughter. But she moved out on her own. And, got a feel of people. Learned some lessons, some valuable lessons. And she moved on back. 1 whole year. I don't even think she finished the whole lease. Yeah. She was probably like 2 months short of the lease. Yeah. But I'm like, yep, come on back because I don't want to go to jail. So,
that's like that. Got it.
Oh, because she was so upset?
No, because her roommate was a piece of shit. And then she started like messing with my money. So I was like, turning off just turning things off that like, was in her name. But they
criminal shit.
Yeah, and I'm like,
but it goes against you. Yeah.
Because who had to pay? I had to give my daughter money. I'm move back home. Hey, top it up. It's an L.
You don't have to commit any murders,
girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. So I'm like, just come on. But yeah, it's all good. She's doing her thing, and hey, the kids are doing good. They're grown. And then what? Your baby is how? Let them know. Marissa?
Oh, he's 8.
I ain't got no kids.
He's 8.
I love his little segment at the end. Is it all like freestyle, or is it scripted, or is the idea scripted?
No, it's all freestyle. I'll tell him maybe, he'll be like, who's on? I'll be like, mijo, your tío, your tía, your uncle, your somebody. Or I'll be like, I had 2 people on there talking about people in the arts, people of color in the arts. So, and then he'll be like, I'm going to sing a song, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. Like, he just does it.
Hilarious.
Have you heard of Joey?
Yeah.
He's so cute.
He's so hilarious.
So cute.
Just too funny. That boy
He's a little man. He's 38 and,
38.
He's 38 until I got to bring my blanket out.
He used to be afraid of Nyysha a couple years ago. Because Nyysha said that tell him about the you would energize with the blanket.
Because, I was traveling, so I had like a little blanket that you take on the plane or whatever. So, he was always trying, like I was over the house and he would like run, jump and try to play. I'm like, I don't have any energy right now, but let me put the blanket on. I'm going to get some energy. So every time like I would come out of the blanket, I'll be like, all crazy. But this one time he was taking it overboard, but it was his fault. So he like runs and jumps. So she has a sectional and he ran and jumped, but he went in between where the sectional meets. And it like slid open and he went under. It was a hot mess. But then after that, he was all like, oh, she has too much energy. Like, he didn't want to mess with me no more. It was so funny.
Yeah, that's like so three years ago or something. It was hilarious. So but now he's fine.
He's like,
traumatized.
He's like, that lady with the energy, she's not coming back, is she?
Traumatized.
Yeah, he was traumatized. It was hilarious. But yeah, so good to see you ladies. Like, I'm so happy that you got to do this. Thank you so much.
I know.
Such a good surprise. Definitely surprised.
She was so surprised.
I was like,
and it was almost not happening because her internet she was on the wrong thing, on the wrong Wi-Fi. And so it was going in and out. And I was like, well, I hope it gets fixed because I don't know when we get Joey and Martha at the same date. Fucking
right. This was so perfect. It was perfect.
Like we got it working.
Yeah, you had to plan it like this: last minute, spontaneous.
Yeah, so like a week in advance, it would have been like one of us, something would have happened. It had to be like this. So thank you so much. What? Any other impressions? Were we as cool as we say we were on this podcast?
Okay. I always felt like you guys belonged in the East Coast.
Yeah, that's what we felt.
That's what we thought too.
I felt like you had the East Coast vibe.
Staying competitive in these dynamic times means having the right technology at work for your small or medium-sized business. Whether your goal is to grow, downsize, or modernize, Panoply BPO provides the right combination of tools, support, and affordability necessary to make it a reality. Visit panoplybpo.com. That's PANOPLYBPO.com to schedule your no-obligation consultation today. Mention WTYM and get your 13th month of service for free. PanoplyBPO.com. There is a better way. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think Marissa had ever.
And then also like.
Oh, sorry, Joy. Go ahead.
You haven't?
Hadn't like.
You're on the East. Oh, I was like, wait.
When we were growing up.
I mean, I know you're
kids.
kind of.
We hadn't even been. I hadn't even been on a plane.
But I think you guys talked about this before. Like always, like big baggy pants, which is so weird because you know how stuff comes back around all the time. So everyone's wearing big baggy pants. Her daughter wanted
my. She's like, do you still have those jeans that you wore in that picture in the 90s?
Oh, for real? We just bought Soledad some.
Mom jeans.
Yes,
mom jeans. Girl, get out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I just bought?
But always like. Or like Benetton. Benetton reminds me.
Yeah, Benetton.
She always had like a shirt.
You guys were the United Nations in Benetton for sure. An advertisement for Benetton.
But like when you guys walked down the halls, it was kind of like Martha said, it was always like,
party.
Oh, Marissa and Nyysha.
It's a party.
One of you.
It's a party.
It was always the two of you. And it was like, you guys just kind of like had this swag about you. And like, it was like a party coming down the hall.
Really?
Like
you had your own language.
Yes.
We did.
Yes.
Own little body language.
We did.
We did.
Facts. I'll agree.
Your own terminology. You guys were living in your world. Your world, your little bubble.
That is hilarious. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad it really was that way because I was like, we always talk about it on the podcast, like maybe we weren't as funny or cool or maybe people thought we were lame.
I didn't know that you guys were like in honors and I didn't know all that.
I was not. She was. I think she had AP classes. I didn't have. I just remember chemistry. Oh, we'll probably talk about this.
Oh, we'll talk about Miss Swift. Miss Swift. Do you remember her?
Yes.
I never made it to chemistry.
That bitch was mean.
How stressful was she, Joey?
She was so mean.
She was the meanest bitch.
Marissa, remember we did the project at my house?
Yeah. I have a picture of it somewhere. We were stressed.
She was so mean, and I played softball, and I had to get out of class, and she was like, I don't care. You're going to have to, like, your grade is going to suffer. And I was like, the coach had to write a note. I had to go to, like, the office. I was like, I will do my homework. Like, she was so mean.
She was the meanest.
Yeah.
She was like a professor.
And then everybody wanted Mr. Wilson's class.
Mr. Wilson.
Remember Mr. Wilson?
I had his class. Let me tell you how
everybody wanted his class.
I wanted to be in there because you guys know I used to go with Felipe, right?
Oh, yeah, Felipe.
Okay. Wait, I vaguely remember Felipe.
Felipe Linares.
Was he a cholo?
No, remember he had real pretty long hair?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
quiet.
I kind of do.
Oh, yeah.
Super quiet.
So
oh my gosh.
I wanted to like talk to him or whatever, but he was in mechanics class.
Oh, yeah.
So I transferred to that class, and I also transferred to Mr. Wilson's class, and I was his aide. Just because of that stupid boy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Who's Mr. Wilson?
Mr. Davalos.
He was all
Davalos. That's what. That's English.
But Mr. Wilson, he was the buff teacher. All the girls liked him.
I don't remember Mr. Wilson.
He was a coach, no?
Yeah, he was a coach.
Yeah.
Coach of what?
Football, I think.
Wrestling football.
Wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was nice. I have to look him up. I don't remember.
He probably looks a hot mess. I want to see. Oh, who was the economics teacher? Mr. And I'm usually good with names. He was old then.
Was glasses.
Yeah.
I would fall asleep in his class. He would chuck erasers at me.
No, not this
so I'd come
one.
out.
He was really like monotone, but he was super
it was
nice.
That one.
Really?
Oh,
what is his name?
He would chuck erasers at me. I'd come out with white all over my hair because back then we had those
old school
chalkboards.
Yeah, real chalk.
But he was nice. But then people would be rude in the class, and you can't hear. He's trying to talk. He was just like, yeah, whatever. He's nice. How about I seen him about 3 years ago on an airplane?
No way.
Yes, and I went up to him and I talked to him. I have a picture and everything because I'm like, did you work? It was coming from. San Diego to? Yeah, we took a selfie. San Diego to. I was coming back home, so we stopped. I think in Tennessee or whatever. So we both had to get off. And I caught up to him because I saw him when I was going on the plane. Like, I look at people. And I was like, he looks so familiar. Then the whole ride, I was thinking, where do I know him? And I'm like, maybe he was a teacher. So then I asked him when we got off. We were at Starbucks. And he's like, yeah. And he was so cute. He was like 90-something.
Oh, shit.
Traveling? Look at him.
I think he was with his wife. They were cute. Yes, they were super cute. I'm like, can we take a picture? She's like, oh, yes, most certainly. And yeah, I worked at Chula Vista for this many years. I retired. Like, he was telling me his whole story. He was so cute. I'm going to remember his name.
Aww.
I just can't.
I didn't see that picture, the selfie you took. So, because I can't remember his face.
That's probably 2 phones ago, girl. I got an iPhone now. Yeah.
That was on your flip.
Wait, did it start with a B? Barnett? No.
When I remember, I'll let you guys know.
So, did Joey or Martha, did you guys ever do anything in the dramatic arts?
Martha, I think.
Yeah, I had a musical theater class.
Really?
With what was his name?
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Doyle. Loved him.
Were you in a musical? He
was mean?
No, I did. We had to do, I remember I had to do, because I had him for first period and I was late all the time. So he was just like on me. He's the one that used to play piano in class, right?
Yeah, Mr. Doyle. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He was amazing. Like he was super talented. And then I remember we had to do a project, and it was like, you had to do a musical, and it was me and 2 other people, and we did Grease. And I was Rizzo.
I was going to say, I knew it, you were Rizzo.
So I know, of course I was obsessed with Grease anyways. And I know all the words to every single song. So I was loving it big time, but yeah.
But you didn't catch the bug?
We were in drama together in junior high.
Oh, junior high, you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in drama together.
What school? What junior high school? When Joie lived?
Thespians.
That's what I always say. We were thespians.
I only went to Chula Vista for 9th grade.
Oh.
The junior high. I wasn't there for 7th and 8th.
Okay. I was a thespian out of school, not.
And then, Martha, did you do any musicals?
No, I never did musicals. I mean, I danced. You guys know that. Yeah. I danced. I took drama.
As you are drama.
I am drama.
Drama for ass.
But yeah, I took dance. And I took those musical theater classes with Mr. Doyle and Mr. Velasco.
I remember that name, Velasco.
But you didn't play any sports?
No.
Martha said no.
I never took PE. Mm-mm.
What?
How could you not take PE?
You never took PE?
No, because I took dance.
Oh, yeah.
Dance took up 2 hours of class.
Oh.
So it was PE and an elective.
Who gets to say that? I don't think.
Do you remember? Do you remember you let me dance with you guys at an assembly, Martha?
I did?
Yeah, it was like,
what was it?
You guys were all like it was mostly cheerleader bitches that were in dance, and
why are they bitches though?
I don't know. And it was like, but you let me. I don't know why you let me do it. I think I had an audition. But I never took a dance class, and I don't remember the routine. I don't remember the song, but I do remember we had to do where you touch your toes.
Oh, the Russians?
Yeah, we had to do Russians, and I had to learn how to do that. You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
Freaking Martha making everybody try out for shit.
I know.
Right? This elite,
just try out.
You must try out.
She had a stick and she was like, yo, pay me with sweats. It was fame. It was fame.
Oh, with her clipboard. Writing like notes.
Oh, man.
Next.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not even done with my routine. Next.
Oh, man. Oh, Mindy would have been good on her too.
Funny.
You know, like halfway in through the routine. We're good.
Cut the music.
We're next.
I've seen
Cut the
enough.
Chopped. Funny.
Oh, but do you still watch? Like, I still watch choreography. I'm obsessed. I still am
Dancing.
obsessed.
I follow a
Obsessed.
bunch of dancers on Instagram.
We're gonna have to talk because I feel like
Yeah.
we probably follow the same ones.
Did you watch Legendary?
No, what is that?
Mm-mm.
On
Newsomers?
I watched a little bit and got on my nerves because it's not like
Real.
the real ball.
It's like choreographed.
It's like choreographed, and there's like I just don't have time for that. I just want to see the bat, the rah, da 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 da.
The second season.
I heard the second season's better.
It is because it's not all that in between because COVID, so they didn't have an audience and they didn't have a lot of stuff, so they just got to the guy, the host. He's badass. He's so badass. He could dance.
Oh, okay. I'll try it. I'll try it out.
Yeah.
What's it on?
HBO.
Yeah. HBO?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I haven't seen
Legendary.
that.
So it's like ballroom dancer guys. But it's like guys and girls teams. I don't know.
Houses.
So I just follow them on TikTok and
The House of Balenciaga.
and House of Vogue and all those houses. Yeah.
Yeah, check it out, Martha. You might like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do follow like Best of Vogue on Instagram.
Yes.
Where people are voguing.
That's
love.
So that show is that, but it's more of a competition.
Oh, okay.
But it's a
Okay.
competition where they're more routines, and I don't like that. I just like the rough, rugged, and raw, like on that account, you know.
Like
And
real
the
ball.
ones
I'm all
some
going to
of
Instagram right
some
now.
of the
Right,
best
she's like,
ones.
Yeah, Best of Vogue.
Best of Vogue.
Joey's
It's
like,
great.
I'm
And
gonna get
some
that
of-
one too.
I don't know if she's still on second season now, but some of the judges are legendary Voguers, like Loemi. What's her name? Loemi, who you see all the time. You see her all the time, Martha. Maybe you don't know her name, but she's a legendary, and she's a judge on Legendary.
Okay, I'll definitely.
She's one of
check
the
it out
best
then.
Voguers to kill it, and a lot of them also were consultants on Pose, and we're
Oh,
also
okay.
in Pose.
You know, I never watched that show.
What?
I know. What? I never.
Which
never
one?
have.
Pose.
Pose.
That was good.
Oh, I haven't either.
I didn't finish it, but
Oh, you need to finish it.
I'm gonna
It's
finish.
good?
Yeah, it's really, especially the first season is really, really good. The
First
music,
season was.
it's gonna take you back to your childhood because they had the money, the budget for the real music of that era, early '80s, and you're just like, oh, and
Yes.
the competitions and the dancing and stuff. Oh, so good. I'm glad that you're still into. I was like, Martha, if I'm still into this shit, and I wasn't even, Miss Dance Queen, Martha has to be into this
Yeah,
shit.
I'm still. In fact, I went to go see Janet Jackson at the Hollywood Bowl when she was out here. Like 3 years ago?
Mhm.
The best.
She still did a
best
good
show.
concert. Wow.
I mean, best show, and then she brings out not all of her dancers, but her dancers throughout the last decade, like throughout all her tours.
Oh, that's
they
awesome.
all come out and they do Rhythm Nation.
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome.
It was insane.
Oh,
It
that's
was
dope.
insane.
And you stood up and you did it
Yeah.
too.
You know,
Yeah.
you know whose daughter ended up being a really amazing dancer? It was Yessie's.
Oh,
Her oldest.
Really?
I mean, so good.
wow.
And like I remember she danced in LA one time. They came out here for like it was some, like camp or learning thing, whatever class. And I went to go watch her, and like we could go at the end to look at like whatever the performance was. And oh my God, you guys, I got like chills. I was like, oh
Wow.
my
Wow,
gosh, she's so
That's
good.
awesome.
Is she still dancing?
Yeah. So now she's in college, and now she goes to Florida State, and she's on the
Trash.
dance team that performs.
Anything Florida.
Yeah.
Trash. I hate it here.
You do?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do
But
miss-
you lived in Miami.
I was gonna say,
Yes,
do you
you
miss
live-
Miami?
Sometimes I do. Yeah, sometimes I miss Miami.
Nyysha's frozen.
Am I? No, I think
she's
I was
back.
just being still. I was like,
She just paused.
that was for real. That was in real time. I was
She was
like,
attentive. She was listening.
I don't like Miami. I don't
Yeah.
like Florida. I don't know.
I don't-
Just
We would go
Well, that's because
a couple of years to Miami.
You're in freaking
Jacksonville.
Where are you? Jacksonville?
Yeah,
you're
that
where my
sounds
friend
awful,
is.
right?
I live 2
Yeah.
exits from
It's-
Georgia.
I have
highway
yet to
exits.
visit her because I was like,
You should,
Jacksonville.
though. You should though.
You need to go.
I was out there visiting my friend.
Well, not now, but.
And then Nyysha and I called you like last minute, and you're like,
I was leaving work, and I leave work. Well, at that time, it was like I left 10:30 at night. But then when I talked to you, or I talked to you the day before, you were like fucked up. And she's like,
oh, I was hammered.
I was like,
and you're all, were you drunk last night? I was like, oh, for sure.
And they probably lived
like,
close.
Blah, blah, blah.
I was like, I'm going home. Yeah. It's 10 at night. Got to be up early.
Come on, where you at?
Yes. I wish I would have came though. Like it would have been probably close to where I work.
Well, I might be out there in December again for her daughter's third birthday now. So
you gotta link up.
I'll let you know.
We'll pull up on the party.
Before you guys leave, before we end it, what did you guys feel when you heard us tell the story of me getting jumped and the Jennifer's involvement since she was your guys' friend?
I don't think she was one.
That's Joey's friend.
Mostly Joey.
That's Joey's friend.
I think Joey and Mindy were friends with her.
Yes.
Oh, Jennifer Brown?
Yes.
Yeah.
You still talk to her, right?
Did you hear that episode, Joey?
Yeah.
When I got jumped?
So I think what happened was I was listening to it and then I paused it. And then when I returned, I like missed the part.
Yeah, because I talk about her.
Where did you get jumped? Was it at that crazy, what was that?
54th and University. On the corner of 54th and University.
At a light.
And she's
on the street.
She said 54th.
That's where I used to live. I used to live near there.
And she was with you?
Yeah, it was her car.
Remember, we didn't really have a car. Well, I know I did.
Yeah.
And she
had that
she
little
watched me get jumped.
Yeah.
And she stayed in the car.
Because she didn't know. She don't know shit.
She had a stick, a bat in the back, and she watched me get jumped. And then we talk about it in the episode. And Nyysha was like, oh, and I was like, she could have. I go. She's like, oh, she could have come out. I go, I didn't even expect her to do that because I know she's scary. She could have honked and I would have been like, she did something.
Scary, not scary.
What did she do? But she got beat up too at one point.
She did?
Remember when we went to Southwest?
She did.
Yes, she got beat up. It was something at Southwest.
But it was after I got beat up, right? So that's karma.
Wait a minute.
She got her karma back, yeah.
Who jumped you? Who jumped you?
Black girls?
Yeah. Remember, it was that girl because of Nyysha.
Randoms or people you knew?
No. Nyysha was dating this tall, old, white dude.
What? Oh, Marcus? Remember Marcus?
Is that his name?
The one we used to go do the videos at their house?
Yeah. You were dating him.
What videos? What kind of videos?
No, nothing inappropriate. We're lucky. And everything was above board, but it was so weird.
It's like the cave, the videos.
And so she was dating this white dude, and then at the same time, this mixed girl or light-skinned girl was dating her. And so she hated Nyysha because they were like fighting over this whack-ass white dude.
I don't even remember that part.
We saw them on the street. And they were going the opposite way, but we were all in the car. It was Nyysha, Mindy, someone else. Jen Brown was driving and me. And we were talking shit because we're at the light and they're going the opposite way because we're on our way to get our tickets to go see Menace to Society that day. And then so I'm yelling at her. We're yelling, fuck you, bitch. And she's with her fucking scary ass cousin. So she's like hella big with dookie braids and they're yelling at us. So then these bitches go into the liquor store. And I'm in the car by myself with Jen Brown. But I'm in the back of, remember her little brown bucket two-seater?
Yeah. Yes.
Little hatchback.
So they're in the thing, and it's just me and Jen. Those bitches turn around, drive, and park behind. And then the big-ass cousin comes out. It's like, bitch, get the fuck out. I'm going to fuck you up. And I'm going... I'm in the back going, oh my God.
Nyysha.
I was like,
I can't I was like, right now. Marissa, you're telling the story like it just happened. And Nyysha's over there
she's reliving this shit.
That story did not stay with me. I heard it. It did not stay with me. The story that stayed with me that you guys told was Don Francisco or Don Ramon.
Don Francisco.
Lived underneath the house in TJ. And you were his friend playing canicas. Like, that concerned me.
We did.
That concerned
Before
me.
you guys came, we just talked about it. Like, the funny, like, everything was funny, but that story was crazy because I didn't know if it was true.
You're like, did I make him up? Was he really there? Did I just need a friend?
Yeah, that's so
Did
weird.
I get molested? Like, what? Was it trauma? Like, what?
Talking about molestation.
Because, like...
No, for real. I don't remember the jump story. You didn't tell it like you're telling it right now.
I did.
I
tell it just like it, right?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Just like it. And then you hear, you can listen, Joey, listen to that episode, and then you'll hear me and how I got fucked up. Like, and Jennifer did absolutely fucking nothing.
She wasn't about that life.
You know, she was a scaredy cat.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
She for real. Remember, she hung out with that girl Liz forever, and she thought she was all like bad for a while. We talk about that now. And she's like, "Why the hell
was she doing?
I doing?" I'm like, I don't know. What were you doing?
Liz.
She goes,
Liz was terrible. They were terrible bitches.
I think Liz was with Janice.
Yes. And then she had like
that girl. Damn, I have a good memory.
And wasn't Jennifer like obsessed with him for a while?
She did like Janice for a little bit. She liked somebody else. She liked some.
I need to see Janice because I kind of remember him now that you said he was with Liz.
Yeah. And we would go to that 18 club in like Escondido.
Yeah, what was it called?
Distillery. No.
Distillery West.
Yes. in Jennifer's brown hoopty.
Yeah.
With Liz.
Yeah. I have pictures of random dudes that we thought were fine at that time.
We thought we were so cool. We thought we were ghetto too. I'm like, what is wrong?
We were hood. We thought we were super hood.
That shit is so funny.
Until you got jumped.
I would have never remembered that until right now.
I got jumped.
They're bringing it. But remember, we were going to distilleries, and I think it was with Jennifer. But we're in the back. You know, it's nighttime. I'm just like, give me my compact, whatever. I give her a compact because we're going to go in. We're going to go in. So she's like, put in her compact, right? Bitch, we get there and we get out the car and I look at her. I gave her my compact.
I look dirty.
Oh, God.
I was like, what's wrong with your face? And then we look and we're like, oh,
God.
Because it was a Mac. Remember the Mac compact? So it looked the same.
Yeah, it's all fixed.
Couldn't you see?
No.
I guess not.
We had no light. We didn't have iPhones. We didn't have no light. I'm packing it on, you know.
Yeah. And she didn't have a purse. I carried a purse, so I had her shit in my bag. So I just gave her. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
He looked hella dirty.
Dirty.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Oh my God. But that's hilarious that you talked about Don Antonio because we were just talking about him. And then my Theo I was asking my cousin and he was like, oh yeah, most def. Oh, you mean Don Antonio? I was
He
like,
knows the name.
I was like, he was real?
And all respectful too with the Don.
I feel
Don
better.
With the Don.
A sign of respect.
Of respect of the old man that lives under the house with the canicas. Like,
Oh, man.
so weird. I'm telling you, I've lived a lot of different lives. I don't know. So Martha, you didn't have an old man live under the house with canicas?
No. And I lived in TJ too when I was little. And no old man. Okay. At least I never went down there to investigate.
Yes.
So.
And I was telling the Supernatural Bear and his dad when I was telling the story, I was like, I don't remember anyone else around. Like, they just let me chill with homeboy in the dirt.
Horrible.
That's crazy.
In the dirt.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't go down now. Not at all.
Yeah, but you brought back a lot of memories because I remember, I think you talked about this. I remember when they would turn off the water. Like, no one had water.
Yeah. And you had to use water to flush the toilet?
Yeah, for the toilet, the pail.
So you give her like a peso to the little lady that's at the bathroom. She'll give you toilet paper and there'll be a bucket and you go burn them there. Like,
or you carry all your glass bottles of soda back to the store. Or you buy cigarettes for your parents back at the store.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's insane. Why did we used to go to Rosarito? Like, oh, we're going to Rosarito. Like
nothing, huh?
Because it was like
just to eat and
to go to Frogs.
Yep, Senior Frogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the food was good.
We are spoiled.
Or what about the tacos? The freaking tacos after TJ, and we would go eat those freaking tacos for like $1.
My friends and I, because we lived 2 exits away, we would just be like, we want some tacos. Fuck it. Go to our favorite taco stand and eat with the dogs at our feet. Yeah. Like just chilling.
Or go buy candy.
Really?
Yeah.
Mexican candy.
Or you just, where we lived, because we were so close to the border, we just go to that one lady that lived in the apartments.
The apartments.
In the apartments, and she always had all the candies.
Yes.
Yeah.
So crazy. Okay, what about
like
we went? Yeah. When we went to TJ though, I just remember like all the kids from the white school, they would like walk across and like take a cab or whatever, and we're like, we're driving.
Totally.
We're driving across.
That's where I learned to drive.
Like, how'd you guys get here? Did you take, did you like take a cab? No, we fucking drove. My car's right there.
Yeah, it's right there, dude.
We're out of here.
See you later. Peace out. Deuces.
Oh my.
Wait, hella long lines, like getting back across the border too. Our parents let us go, you guys. That's the other thing.
Didn't know.
My mom didn't know where we were going.
I think we just used each other.
I got busted.
Yeah, we used each other.
So then I had to tell them.
Oh, shit. And then what happened when you got busted?
I got busted with Yessie when I was like 14.
Jeez. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
I started at 15.
I started at 15.
Why do I remember Yessie driving at like 13, 14 years old?
Because she did. Her mom gave her Bronco, and we went cruising down Highland at like 14 years old.
You're bringing back memories cruising down Highland.
God.
Do you think they still cruise down Highland?
It was we were like 14 or 15.
They stopped that a long time ago because they'll be like, oh, you can only go one way.
Cruising down Highland.
You go another way.
Teenage girl hanging out in the hood. Oh, what? Is that someone's booming system? Oh, let's run out and see who the cute guy is with his mini low rider truck.
Low trucks. Remember those low trucks?
Or the Suzuki
and they belong
Samurais.
to a club,
Car club in the back with the plaque in the back.
Club.
Nah.
Oh my God.
And then try to get people's numbers
sure.
as you pass each other on Highland.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They were predators. They were too old to be looking at 14-year-old girls. Seriously.
Before I left, Nyysha was, momming it out, pregnant. I don't know what the fuck she was doing. So we weren't really hanging out. And I was hanging out with Anthony Ramos and his friends.
Before you left where?
Before I left to go to Long Beach, move up to Long Beach. And so I would hang out with Anthony, introduced me to his homegirls. And they're all... they're Mexican, and the tia there was like a drug dealer family, and the tia lived right around the corner from Highland. So we go there and party, and then we were taking these things called pingas. Do you remember that? It's the date rape drug.
Oh my Lord.
But it wasn't known as the date rape drug then. They were doing it like just recreationally.
To get high.
Right? And luckily they liked me and I was okay. Because I remember I took one. They're like, oh, we're up to like 2, but why don't you just take half? Right? And I was like, okay. And I took half. I passed out, woke up the next day. Like something could have happened to me, but nothing did.
You probably did. You don't even know.
No, nothing happened. Like everything was good. But I was like, and then we had to stop. We would go and hang out and party and see the guys cruise and stuff. And you know why we had to stop? Because our house got raided.
Oh
my gosh.
Yes. I have a picture, and it was like a window of time that my friends and cons were like, that was you all the time. I go, no, I swear to God, it was only 2 or 3 months that I was living this life. I had a clear beeper, and it was inside I have a picture of me with the little vest with no shirt underneath, and then the little skort shirt.
Wait, what's happening? Wait.
Yeah, what? I have a picture of this somewhere, and then I have my beeper in my little skirt.
Pinga? Like after taking the pinga?
This was before taking the pinga. We're standing in front of someone's convertible.
Did you look like a chola? You look like a chola, or you just?
I look like one of those party girls. Chola. It was so weird. So that reminded me of Highland.
A cha-cha girl.
Total cha-cha girl.
Cha-cha girl.
Total cha-cha
girl. You was out of control.
Highland. Because, you weren't around, and I was just like, kids. And I'm just like, well, who am I hanging out with? Let me hang out with them.
Yeah.
I was having kids.
I was having kids. Get my life together.
Oh, hilarious. Oh, good times. Good times, ladies. Thank you so much, Martha and Joie, for coming on and surprising this crazy lady over here. And
shocked.
And for, backing us up that we were kind of cool.
You guys were.
I don't feel like we were funny, but when I listen to this,
oh, you were.
I'm like, we are funny.
We are funny.
It wasn't you guys were cool. You guys were what's the word I'm looking for? Like
original.
Like innovators, I guess.
Right?
We were trying to
be.
like
you were ahead of your time. You were in the wrong era. The wrong coast.
The wrong coast.
You totally were. Like you guys were like little trendsetters at school. Like you didn't follow anybody.
Thank you, Joie.
Yeah, everybody wanted to be like
Martha.
Yeah, for real.
And then everyone started wearing baggy pants and hoodies.
That's why they would always ask us to be like, ooh, some boutique in LA. When we got out the swap meet around the corner.
Or where? Mervin's.
No, good and well they don't have that shit at Bourbons.
Oh my goodness.
The Berlin Wall, that was our favorite place to get our shoes.
Oh, yeah,
Remember Berlin Wall?
On 3rd Street.
Yeah, I forgot
Is it still there, you think?
No, but Chula Vista, downtown Chula Vista is super cute now.
Oh, really?
Hey,
Super
Martha,
cute.
go to,
That's
my
way
sister
different.
has a store there. You should go there. It's really cute. It's an art store. Yeah.
Okay, what is it called?
Okay, I'll give you the info off here.
Oh, that's what their best friend, the artist?
Yes. Yeah, they have earrings, or they have a lot of cute stuff. Really cute stuff.
Yeah, super cute stuff.
Yeah, and they have so many breweries down there. I was like, what?
Oh, really?
They do.
It looks so different.
I'm going to have to make a trip to San Diego. Maybe let us know if you guys go to San Diego.
We'll do a reunion of such.
And I'll roll down because I reconnected with my cousin.
Well, I'm gonna be there this weekend for my dad's birthday. I'm pretty sure that's too soon. Though.
How old is he?
I didn't even know Marissa lived in Palm Springs. I was like, what?
Yeah, Marissa.
Palm Springs. It's only supposed to be here for
what
a
are you doing in
spell.
Palm Springs? She's like, I live here. I'm all, oh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here, still here.
I was like, oh, that's Palm Springs. I love that area. She's like, I live here. Oh.
Yes.
What city, what
It's hot
area
as
do
hell
you
there.
live in the Bay?
Bay Area.
San Jose.
Oh, San Jose.
I'm in like South San Jose.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, next time I go up there,
Yep.
we can meet
Link
up
up.
somewhere.
Link
Yes, ma'am.
If I go up there, then I'll stay 1 or 2 days in Brisbane.
Yeah, because you go up to
Windsor.
Is it like your sister-in-law lives near San Francisco somewhere?
My other best friend, how's his name, Nyysha, Erin, her and her family live in San Francisco and Brisbane, but then her parents, who are my son's grandparents, live in Windsor in Sonoma County.
Okay.
So we stop.
Oh, that's pretty.
We stop up there and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then Martha,
Yeah, come visit.
we got to talk about these dancers and these choreographers and exchange notes.
I know.
We
do.
I don't know if I don't think I follow you on. Are you on Instagram?
A little bit.
She is, but she doesn't post ever.
A little bit.
I'll have to get your stuff after this.
Nyysha and I are always commenting on Baller Alert
Okay, that's just
on the news. God damn,
these
Baller
clown
Alert.
ass people.
You got, oh my God, the comment.
That's how I stay relevant and connected.
Baller Alert.
Me too.
Yeah, I
Me too.
don't watch the news, but I don't know everything that's going on. Insane. But
Twitter is my news. I stay up on the latest and greatest via Twitter.
Same. Twitter's my
Right?
news.
It's like
follow the right people.
Yeah, you got to follow.
I don't think I know how to.
Yeah, girl, I'll be like Twitter.
Writers, academics,
on,
some celebrities.
That's my job, so I have to be
is it?
all on that.
That's
crap.
right.
What do you do?
The whole social media
Social
thing.
media.
Social media for Cisco tech company.
And now we're drinking Cisco.
Oh my God, do you remember Cisco?
On another episode.
Do you remember? You couldn't drink the
All the
whole
things
bottle
we
because
used
you
to
would
do.
die.
No, you will die.
Remember that?
You will die.
That would be too
Die.
much. Is that still around? No.
Yes. I seen
it's
some.
probably illegal, no?
I seen some.
Really?
I went to
in the black market.
And the black market.
I went to a store here in
What's
Florida.
the orange stuff?
Orange.
Yeah, Jalen was drinking something. I was like, we used to drink
Mad Dog
that
2020?
too. What is that now? Yes, thank
they
you.
got all the flavors. Yeah. Marissa, remember
Dog.
Crazy Horse?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy Horse. Yes, I remember Crazy Horse.
remember
Do you remember
Crazy Horse.
Thunderbird? I used to drink Thunderbird and Kool-Aid.
Yes.
Because that was cheap as fuck.
Wait, what was the wine? Strawberry Hill.
Strawberry
Boone's-
Hill.
Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm.
Boone's
Farm.
Farm.
That
Yeah.
shit tastes like water.
$1.29.
Yeah,
We would get 2 bottles.
Or
Florida
40s.
Frog,
Those nasty
drink in the
St.
parking
Ives.
lot.
No.
The what?
King
St.
Cobra.
Ives.
King
Girl,
Cobra.
no,
The king
Mickey's.
of beer.
Yeah, Marissa,
Mickey's.
that Crazy Horse, you tried to drink it. Well, you did drink it and went to some little like teenage club, I think, and it was like on University or something.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then you're dancing. You come back, you're like, I feel sick. And we had a little table, and I'm like, she was like, I think I need to throw up. I was like, here. And
I
it was a
just threw
cup. She was like, yeah, throwing it all in the cup.
Very neatly.
Oh, God.
That's how I remember Crazy Horse. Yeah, it
Very
was a
neatly.
strong.
And then I
went back
kept it
dancing.
moving.
Went back dancing.
That's all I need. That's all I need.
Been moving.
At the point of being poisoned,
rally.
and then I get it out of my system, and I continue to dance.
Oh Lord!
Do you go? Do you
When
guys
you're
still
young,
go
you could do
dancing?
that.
I mean, not that.
Like to a club?
I haven't been dancing in forever.
Mm-mm.
Only because of the
I
pandemic,
will
but I love
dance
going
just
dancing.
randomly in my house.
in the mirror.
Dance party of one.
And Dwayne's like, for real. And he's always trying to record me. I'm like, no. I'll see him like real quickly trying to get the phone out. I'm like, nope, I'll stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
He wants to put you on social media so bad, huh?
He's like, you're insane. I'm like, what?
Dang, I didn't even know you changed jobs. The last job was NBC for me.
That's been a lifetime ago for Joey.
That's crazy.
9 years.
Wow.
I need your phone number. We need to like.
You
we
got
need
it.
to
You
text
called me.
more.
Remember? You have my number.
When I didn't, I called you like that was like 2 years ago.
I have the same number.
I don't even have that anymore.
Oh, same phone. Oh, different phone. Oh, you didn't put your contacts over. Okay.
Maybe I do have it. I don't know. I'll have to look.
You probably do.
Well, hopefully you guys see each other in December in Florida.
I'll be here.
Yes.
I'll be here unless I'm gone. But
Oh yeah. ATL. Maybe.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll see.
Maybes.
We'll
All right
see what
then,
happens.
ladies.
All right.
Really appreciate it.
It was so good talking to you guys.
So good seeing your faces. You guys look the same.
Y'all look good.
Yeah, you look really good.
Don't
You
even
guys
play. You
Yeah,
know,
you
usually
guys
y'all
look
can
really
say black
good.
don't crack, but let me take a picture, y'all. Y'all look good. Cause y'all got a little bit of melanin in your system. So y'all ain't even cracked up. Y'all look good. Cause I seen some people from high school, baby.
Sad state of affairs.
Yes. Y'all look good.
So you guys
Baby,
look really good.
all the fine people ain't so fine these days. Ooh. They thought that fine was gonna last, but
crazy, huh?
Oof. Yes. Yes, real crazy.
All right then. And now introducing
the Supernatural Bear Corner. Supernatural Bear.
Hey everyone, I'm the Supernatural Bear, and today for the 1 year anniversary of Relatives, today, I just want to say, do not mess with my dear Nyysha. Oh no. Trust me, I try to mess with her blanket. When you mess with her blanket, oh, you do not get it good. I don't remember too much. It was a couple years ago, but I think I got thrown or something. But yeah, inside she's a really sweet person, but for real, I don't know how she's so strong. She's naturally buff. Naturally buff as heck. And then for my mama, you guys all know her. Mama Ritzy P, right here next to me. You can't see me, I'm touching her arm. Yeah, you know about her. And for Relatives, I think that it'll go on to be a very successful series, and that these two hopeless friends will be, best friends forever. They'll talk about stuff on Relatives, and I won't be able to listen to it because they are explicit. Please believe it. But other than that, I think this wraps it up. So I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll send you guys the present. See you guys.
Shooby-doo. Yeah. Well, there it is, folks. The 1 year anniversary celebrations of Relatives. Muchísimas gracias to Joie, Healy, and Martha Lopez for making it happen, being amazing sports, and taking the time and to surprise Nyysha on the 1 year anniversary. There it is, folks. There's evidence right there. We didn't pay them. They did this for free. Their opinions were their own. They validated the fact that we were ahead of our time. You heard it. If you don't remember that part, rewind. We were ahead of our time. We were innovators, trendsetters. Oh, it's confirmed, guys. Confirmed. It was amazing. Good timers. And thank you for listening. Again, we'll have a link so that you can listen to all the episodes of Word to Your Mama in order, because, we kind of, in the timeline, we kind of skip around, but for the most part, we stay within the timeline. So yeah, check that out. And it's hilarious when I told the supernatural bear, I was like, yeah, Echo, it's the anniversary of the relatives, so say whatever you want to say. He had no idea that we talked about the Nyysha and her blanket and her strength. So it worked perfectly. Anyways, again, thank you so much for all the support through the year that we've had. What a crazy year we've had. And next week, if all goes well, the lords and dragons above agree, we'll be having the Supernatural Bears Papa on here, and we'll see how that goes. Also, it is Latinx Heritage Month, September, and we're recording today, well, I'm recording this part, on the 16th, of September, which is Mexican Independence Day. It's not Cinco de Mayo, it is today. So please believe it. Que viva Mexico, cabrones. And as always, we reap. Word to Your Mama is owned and produced by Ritzy P. Intro beat produced by Nico Beats. Relatives intro produced by Howie T. For more information on the podcast, go to wordtoyourmama.com. And as always, Word to Your Mama is brought to you by ritzyperiwinkle.com and Panoply BPO.